Yo, 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 yo. Survivor Filmo Africa checking in with the gang. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. This is our first stream of the year, the new Venezuela Part 1. Get some popcorn, get some soda, get some water, kick back, and enjoy the show. Kitty. Let a couple people get on up in here, man.
Time when history possibly pivots, and today, in a stunning act of regime change, the U.S. military captured and brought Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to U.S. soil. Not long after that, in a remarkable declaration, President Trump announced the U.S. would, quote, run Venezuela, and warned of a new era of United States domination over Latin America.
Welcome.
We will get an on-the-ground report from Venezuela's capital, Caracas, in a moment, but we begin with Nick Schifrin.
Y'all hear that? So, long story short, about 1 o'clock yesterday, United States deployed about 150 planes over Venezuela. Bombs over Venezuela. We got about several ships over there already. We've been had several ships over there, but last night around 1 a.m. we sent about 150 planes. We tried to maintain a level of mysteriousness. We didn't want them to see it coming. You know what I'm saying? So what we did was we turned out all the lights in the country. We turned out all their lights. And we went in there stealth. We got up on them. Maduro was in a heavily fortified shelter. Him and his wife was in a heavily fortified shelter. We came over there 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and we went in there and we kidnapped not just Maduro, his wife also. We come for everything. If you with him, you ain't got to. You feel me? So what we did was we captured Maduro and his wife. We put them on a ship. We shipped them back over to the United States. And then from there, we sent the helicopter. We picked them up and we brought them to New York to have them be tried in court. Now, they're going to be tried for war crimes and war drug crimes at that. And what did Trump say? He said, we're not going to let no other organization take over. We took over this shit. So now we run Venezuela. He's the new president of Venezuela type shit. You feel me? We gonna choose what government they have over there. Some gangster shit, ain't it? Let's keep it going.
It was just after midnight over
Bombs
Caracas
over
when U.S.
Baghdad.
helicopters with Delta Force soldiers descended toward Nicolas Maduro's compound. Nearby residents filmed and cowered from U.S. strikes on at least 4 locations. All part of the mission to capture and extract Maduro. By 2 a.m. local, they had him, and by 3 a.m. he was shackled aboard the USS Iwo Jima, the dictator-turned-detainee of the U.S. Department of Justice.
Y actualmente las reacciones internacionales son de completo.
U.S. military officials said U.S. helicopters took fire as they left Venezuela, but remained able to fly. A source familiar tells PBS NewsHour a small CIA team arrived in August and created extraordinary insight into Maduro's pattern of life that made grabbing him seamless.
This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence
In Palm Beach today, after he and his team watched the operation unfold overnight, President Trump announced the operation was not only about regime change.
We are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
Look,
President Trump
basically, we gonna be running Venezuela until further notice. You feel me? Until we able to set up a good voting system over there where they can pick a better government. You know what I'm saying? They were being run by drug kingpins and shit like that, cocaine factories and different shit like that. That's what Maduro was into over there. That's why the drug trade was able to thrive so much. But on the flip side, you got to also remember that United States has some interest in Venezuela. Now, what is the United States interest in Venezuela? Just name one interest that you think it might be. Oil. The shit is all about oil, y'all. So Trump is putting on a mass screen. He's making it seem like it's about the drugs that's coming over the border. But what he's really thinking about is the oil that they got over there in Venezuela. So what we gonna do is go over there. We gonna buy up a lot of their oil plants and shit. And we gonna start making money over there to fund the strike, to fund all the shit that we had to do to capture the president. So we spent millions of dollars just to get over there and capture him. Just think how many personnel was needed to deploy 150 planes and to man like 7 ships in the sea and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So this was millions and millions and millions of dollars just to pull off this operation. So what they gonna do is go over there, they gonna get in them oil fields and shit, and they gonna start selling their oil for the United States, and we gonna make our money back that way. You feel me? That's how cutthroat this war shit is. Now just think, Nicolas Maduro was the actual president of Venezuela. That's a whole country. Now, if you're able to kidnap the leader of a country and bring them back to your country, you know how that sounds to other countries? Right now, we're sounding like the bully of the world, which we already been, but now we're showing our power, which is making us look way more powerful, but it's kind of scaring the other countries also, because they're going to be like, okay, if they think it's okay to go over there to another country and kidnap the leader, shit, I'm not safe, and I'm the leader of this country. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said United States, we the big bad wolf, the sheriff in town of the world. Let's get back to it, man.
Trump said Secretary of State Marco Rubio had spoken to Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, who was sworn in to replace Maduro.
She had a long conversation with Marco, and she said, we'll do whatever you need. I think she was quite gracious, but she really doesn't have a choice.
But at least publicly today, Rodriguez rejected that.
La inmediata liberación.
We demand the immediate release of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. The only president of Venezuela is President Nicolas Maduro.
Look, we took his wife too. Like I said, you guilty by association, shorty. You can't be over there chilling with Maduro while he's wanted. You know what I'm saying? If you know America is coming from Maduro, why would you be in there? You feel me? So obviously she wanted to go. And that's how we gonna have to make it happen, man. Haitian Rig, Scar in the wool. What's up with you, bro? Appreciate them gifts for sure. Big old guy, what's up with you, bro? Daniel Phipps, I see you. Delta Force kicks ass, hell yeah. Salute, Haitian Rig. No more drugs. Yep, no more drugs. Fuck that. They was trying to get over here in our borders, y'all. We can't have that. Fuck that. Maduro thought shit was sweet. He in there laying up with a shorty and shit. We like, nah, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that, bro. You think you trying to lay up with shorty while it's wartime? Okay, we gonna come. While you pillow talking and shit, we about to come through there. Get you and her. You feel me? That's how it worked. Guilty by association. Let's keep it moving, man.
And President Trump made clear part of the plan was to take Venezuela's oil. The country has the world's largest oil reserves, which the U.S. helped develop exactly 1 century ago.
See that? That's the real issue. That's the real issue right there, y'all. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves. You feel me? Now, guess what? That's our shit. Nigga, give us our shit. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck about this shit, bro. We took y'all leader. He over here now. He one of us. He in one of them steel cages. We took y'all leader. We not gonna let no other organization come over here and try to run shit. Because guess what? This is our shit. We need that oil and we need that. We need all that. Cause guess what? We spent millions and millions just to come and invade y'all ass. That's basically what we did. We invaded another country, kidnapped their goddamn leader, and said this is our shit now. Basically, you feel me? We on some terroristic shit. Yeah, we on some terroristic shit for sure.
Former leader Hugo Chavez kicked out some U.S. and other...
We got 55, we got 76 people in here, y'all. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate it, man. Hit that like button for me.
Foreign energy companies, and today the industry produces
a fraction of its capacity. I'm about to turn it up a little bit.
We're going to be replacing it, and we're going to take a lot of money out so that we can take care of the country.
But the president made clear today was not only about Venezuela. This was about displaying an ability and willingness to enforce regional domination and embracing the early 19th century declaration by...
Pay attention to the verbiage, guys. Regional domination. That's what this shit is about. That's why other countries are joining together, joining forces to try to go against the United States. And especially after this move, it's going to be interesting to see how China and Russia interacts with the United States. And we going to see if any more of these foreign leaders want to come over here and have meetings with the president like shit sweet after we done just kidnapped the whole president from a whole nother country. You feel me? If we don't like what you fucking talking about and you trying to peddle some bullshit to your people in the country, if we get a whiff of it, United States, we gonna come over there and we gonna fuck your ass up. So it's not sweet no more. Nobody's safe. We not playing these games no more. Sleepy Joe Biden ain't in office where he's all soft. He's pushing over, letting them do whatever the fuck. Nah, them days are over, bro. We got Trump in office, and if he say he gonna do some shit, he gonna do it. If he say he gonna strike your ass, you better be looking out the window, because the shit coming. You feel me? The shit coming, dog.
President Monroe to block foreign colonialism in the Americas.
They now call it the Monroe document. I don't know. Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again.
Rubio made clear the next possible target.
Again.
Yeah, look, if I lived in Havana and I was in the government, I'd be concerned.
And to critics who question whether a president who was elected in part to avoid foreign entanglements...
Why is running a country in South America America first?
Well, I think it is because we want to surround ourselves with good neighbors. We want to surround ourselves with stability. We want to surround ourselves with energy. We have tremendous energy in that country.
Regime change not for democracy, but for energy and for its own sake. As the question tonight in Caracas and perhaps around the world. Now what? For the PBS.
You know what? I know now what. Now we get over there in them oil fields and we take they goddamn oil and we get to selling. That's what. You feel me? This shit is about resources. Natural resources. That's what Venezuela is rich in. That's the underline. That's the bottom line here. That's why we went over there and did all that, because we know they got the oil, so we know they'll be able to pay for all the shit that they had coming for them. You feel me? So we deployed all that shit because we know they got the oil. So we know the money is already there. We just got to put some ducats together to get over there and capture this nigga so that we can take over. You feel me? But y'all got to keep in mind what they said also. They said when they was leaving, they was busting at them planes. You feel me? So You got to remember the military is still down there. Maduro still got supporters and shit. Maduro had a whole army that was protecting him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So America gonna have to go over there and put boots on the ground if we want to run that country. If we don't get no boots on the ground over there quickly, then they might stir up a whole nother terroristic group and we might have a whole nother problem on our hands. So what I suggest Trump to do is go ahead and get some boots on the ground over there so that we can start making the moves. You know what I'm saying? We need to take over different buildings and we need to make them US bases. You feel me? That's the only way. If we gonna do it, we got to do it all the way. We can't just go over there and half step, because when you half step, that's when another organization steps in and takes over, and then we just spent all that money for nothing. And that's what we not gonna do. You feel me? Let's keep it moving. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me.
Yes, NewsHour. I'm Nick Schifrin.
Perhaps some of the agents are pausing with their phones, right, to perhaps photograph or document the moment that Maduro stepped from the plane and is being taken in the clutches of American law enforcement down the steps, now in federal custody after a dramatic and, as the military called it, audacious overnight operation involving more than 150 aircraft taking off simultaneously from 20 different bases.
See how we doing? 150 aircraft taking off simultaneously from more than 20 different bases. You know what this shit we ain't playing no games with them no more.
Helicopters flying at no more than 100 feet in order to extract Maduro and his wife from their hiding spot in the presidential compound in Caracas.
Aaron, what happens tonight when he gets on that helicopter?
Now, that presidential compound was heavily fortified. That's what they not telling y'all. They weren't just staying in no regular condo in the city type shit. Nah, this was a heavily fortified place, meaning that it was supposed to be like bulletproof and bomb-proof and all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? None of that works against the military. Once the military is coming after your ass is grass. We got special intelligence and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? One of the best militaries in the world. When we coming for you, we gonna get you.
And he's brought to Manhattan. What's the next step?
He'll be processed as a criminal defendant, and that means in all likelihood a photograph, a mugshot will be taken. We may not see it. They are typically not released in the federal system. It also means fingerprints and any other brief medical screenings that need to be done. If there's medication that he takes or needs, that could be arranged for him as well. And then it's another short ride to jail where a similar...
We got 116 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me, y'all. What's today? It's Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. I know y'all ain't got work tomorrow, but get what? I got work. I'm gonna be at work. I work today. I work tomorrow. Then I work Monday. Then I'm off. But I was supposed to get on earlier and talk about this because I was in tune with the news basically all day. You know what I'm saying? Gathering my information. But then I got home, made something to eat, and nigga ended up falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? I was just tired and I had to get some rest, you dig? But now we up, and I was thinking like, damn, I want to get this topic out before it gets old and we on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? These parts are moving very fast. So I wanted to capture this moment where we capture Maduro, because if you go to my last series, we were speaking a lot about Maduro and a lot about them drug trades. So I figured the only way to go was to title this The New Venezuela, you know, because that's what we in. We in a new chapter. We just got us a new country, you know. We just captured a leader, you feel me? So America is in high stakes right now. We're definitely not liked in the country. Now, this move, even though it's a show of force and a show of power, you got to understand these other countries are going to look at us crazy now because they're going to be like, damn, they're kidnapping other presidents. Some countries see this as like unjust. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't feel like they don't feel like Trump should be able to do that, or America should be able to do that, period. So this is just raising the level of hate for America. And it's probably going to have our ops clicking up, trying to get back at us. So we got to stay tuned. But that's why I wanted to get this part 1 out first, so that whatever happens tomorrow or tonight, you know what I'm saying, then we'll be able to cover that in the next series. But once again, man, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. I'm sorry for talking too much, but let's get back into the show. I'm going to keep it going.
Procedure that could begin again, but it appears now that Nicolas Maduro, under the cover of dusk and now dark, has been taken from the plane, escorted down the steps by American law enforcement, largely with the DEA. And we can tell you, Ike, the DEA administrator, Terry Cole, made the trip from Washington to be there on the tarmac to personally place Maduro under formal arrest now that he's on American soil.
All right, let's bring in former Caracas chief of station for the CIA and national security and intelligence expert, Rick De La Torre. Rick, can you give us a little bit of color as to what exactly is happening right now? We know that we are under some darkness here, but we just know that several federal agents and possibly Maduro just walked down from those flight steps.
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces.
That's where they at. Trump at home talking to us. He at Mar-a-Lago chilling, nigga. One night I guess he was at Mar-a-Lago last night when they did the shit. He saw it real time. He got to watch that shit real time. You feel me? Executive shit.
Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II.
Since World War II. An assault they've never seen. You feel me? 150 planes. Bombs over ain't no bombs over Baghdad. This bombs over Venezuela. You feel me?
It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas.
There you go. Trump said it right. Heavily fortified military fortress. Using them correct words. Fortress. In the heart of Caracas. It wasn't enough. It's never enough. Once again, guys, when I say the U.S., if the U.S. military is after you, you might as well turn your ass in, because you're not getting away, bro. You feel me? You're not getting away. The military is too much intelligence, all this different shit. They got remote control planes. They don't even have to put a body in a plane, nigga. They can send a plane up with a bomb on it and just remote control that shit and drop it down on you. You feel me? Once that bomb drop on you, then it's a wrap. But we didn't want to drop a bomb on a fortress. We could have just blew his shit up. You feel me? We could have just killed them. But we decided, no, we didn't want to harm them. We wanted to take them in and bring them to justice. So, I mean, Maduro should be happy that we spared his life, because the amount of fentanyl that he's chugging into the country, shit, is killing millions of people. He already killed millions of our people. So, shit, it could have went either way.
To bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence.
Exactly.
Venezuelans are sharing.
Venezuela, that's our shit now. Fuck that. That's our shit. Venezuela, that's our shit. I'm about to go look up some new facts about my country here in a minute. My new country, shit.
Now to that breaking news happening.
We done picked up a whole
My family's
nother
from
country.
Venezuela, and I've been looking forward to this day for so many years. Thank you, President Trump.
See that? They happy. They've been under stress over there. These the Venezuelan people.
So happy because now Venezuela is free.
People have been gathering to celebrate the fall of Nicolas Maduro. Many of the people here told me they fled Venezuela either during Maduro's regime or during that of his predecessor, Hugo Chavez. Behind me, you'll see people chanting. Just a few moments ago, they were chanting, "It's fallen, it's fallen."
And Hugo Chavez, he was involved in the drug trade also. That's Venezuela's thing. The political side over there, they're in the drug trade also, which gave us an excuse to invade over there.
The regime has fallen. The mood here is absolutely ecstatic.
What do you make of this? It's a very, very big development in a months-long effort against Venezuela.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to hear what the president has to say in his remarks from the White House that are planned for just a little under an hour.
Venezuela, you're fired.
Or from now, Ali, I feel like in your heart of hearts, when you think about what the United States just did, I think there are very few Americans right now who have any idea why the United States did this. If this was about drug trafficking, then why did President Trump just pardon the former president of Honduras, who was convicted of sending hundreds of tons of drugs into the United States? If this was about something about the illegitimacy of Maduro's election, well, that's something that the U.S. is, decrying any other country policing. We just sanctioned Brazil for having tried to protect itself from a coup by its former president, Jair Bolsonaro. I mean, if it's about gangs, we had the president of El Salvador, who is believed by U.S. law enforcement to be very...
She a hater, y'all. Don't be listening to her. She a hater. The thing is, she's a hater. Let's get back to
very linked with the notorious gang MS-13, which has caused incredible damage in the hemisphere, including in the United States. He's invited into the Oval Office, and the president says that he's looking forward to sending homegrown Americans to that president's essentially, jungle concentration camps. So all of the purported explanations for what's happened here.
We got 500 people in here, man. Hit that like button for me. 500. How the fuck is it 500 people in here and only 9 likes? Y'all playing games. Y'all playing too many games tonight, and I ain't got time to play. Just like Trump, if Trump say he gonna do some shit, he gonna do it. If I don't have 50 motherfucking likes in a matter of a couple minutes, this live might have to end, guys. I'm stern on my stance. I don't have time to play with you guys. We just went over there and captured the president. Y'all think I'm playing? The world is cutthroat right now, and y'all think I got some play in my ass. Y'all gonna come over here playing with me? Hell no. I'm on go mode right now. Like, shit. Why y'all think I'm up this late? I'm on shit. We at war. Fuck that. I'm over here doing logistics and shit. I'm trying to inform y'all what the hell is going on in this world. Y'all like to dance around on TikTok and scroll through little bullshit. Y'all want to watch all that other bullshit, but when it's time to talk about some real shit, y'all don't like that, huh? Y'all don't like when it's some real shit being talked about, but y'all sure do like them Instagram posts, them TikToks y'all be scrolling through. Nah, fuck that. The shit is it's real out here. It's bombs over Venezuela. We just acquired a whole country, and y'all over there playing. Hell nah. Y'all gonna have to step it up.
Don't stand up to logical scrutiny. The president has...
Hey, Robert, you can go. Fuck is you talking about, cuz? You can go. We don't need that over here.
Never articulated a coherent rationale for having done this. This seems like Marco Rubio's dream, not Donald Trump's dream. So I'll be very interested to hear what the president is able to piece together in terms of an articulable rationale for having done this.
No, I can tell you why we did this. We're going over there to take, okay? We going over there to fucking take. That's what America does. We steal things, okay? We steal land. We steal resources. That's what America does. And then we cover it up with drugs and shit. You feel me? That's what we do. If you don't like it, get the fuck on. It's a cutthroat world.
That said, he's done it. And so,
the world is cutthroat.
In the immortal words of General...
The real reason why we captured the president of Venezuela, as most of you have already figured out, we want their oil. Donald Trump has made it clear that we plan to extract the oil, which per barrel is valued at about $57 per barrel. We're talking about $17 trillion.
$17 trillion worth of oil, baby. You feel me? We just hit the lottery. Hell yeah, 17 trillion. And we need that money to fund our $2,000 refunds that we supposed to be expecting on our tax return. So this was a good win for us, y'all. We 17 trillion up. Hell yeah. Shout out to America. Shout out to the boys. We 17 trillion up. Hell yeah.
Do you know what happened in Venezuela this morning and why every American should be paying attention? In the early hours of Saturday, the United States...
Actually, we didn't hear the rest of what dude was saying.
What do you make of this? This is
The real reason why we captured the president of Venezuela, as most of you have already figured out, we want their oil. Donald Trump has made it clear that we plan to extract the oil, which per barrel is valued...
No, China don't get shit. If China try to say some shit, then we might go over there and get Xi Jinping, whatever the fuck. We kidnapping presidents these days. We taking over whole countries, cuz we done moved past that bullshit. They want to do war, battle war. Like, nah, hell nah. We ain't doing no war shit. We going over there. We taking your motherfucking leader. We extracting your goddamn oil, and we running your goddamn country. And if you got a problem with it, then you can get hit too. Fuck that.
About $57 per barrel. We're talking about $17 trillion worth of oil.
Coming.
It's not that easy, though. We're going to have to extract the oil if we want to get it. That's going to cost the United States billions of dollars to extract the oil out of the ground. And of course, the money that is generated of the $17 trillion worth of oil will go to not only Venezuela, but also to the United States. But Delcy Rodriguez and the defense minister of Venezuela have different ideas and plans. They say they are willing to defend Venezuela and its oil, which possibly means going to war against the United States. Though the Venezuelan people are happy that Donald Trump captured and will be prosecuting the Venezuelan president, this is not because Donald Trump loves Venezuela so much as he loves their oil. But what do you guys think about all of this?
We love them equally. We love Venezuela and we love their oil. Shit, we love equal. We love equal. Shit, this the United States. We ain't got no, we don't just love this. We don't just love this or love that. And we love equally. Fuck that. What you talking about, cuz?
Do you know what happened in Venezuela this morning and why every American should be paying attention? In the early hours of Saturday, the United States carried out what was described as a...
Cuba and Brazil? Cuba and Brazil? Y'all better watch y'all ass, guard them resources. We ain't got time to keep playing. See that? We live in one of the greatest countries with one of the strongest militaries out there in the world. Do you guys realize that you're living in the most powerful country in the world right now? Whether you're rich or poor, you're still living in the most powerful country in the world. We just spent millions and millions and millions and millions of tax dollar payer money last night. You feel me? Just to do this. Now you got to pay attention though. Dude said we gonna have to spend billions just to drill into the ground and get the oil up here. So we gonna need some peace and quiet to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Phase 1 is done, but our work is not done yet. We can't get complacent just because we captured the leader. Now we got to protect the resources. We can't allow another country to go over there. We can't allow China to step their asses over there and ching-chong their way into some oil. Hell no. If China step foot over there trying to take our oil, we taking China out, nigga. Fuck that. We gonna take over China. We gonna kidnap the leader, and guess what Trump gonna say? We run in China now until further. We run in China now until further notice, nigga. Fuck that. If any other country want to fuck with us, then you can get it too. That's just how we moving. Then you can get it too. Fuck that. See that? Shit look like fire. Shit, we come through looking like fireworks on their ass. We come through looking like fireworks on. We raining down like fireworks on these motherfuckers, bro.
Yo vivo aquí en Chacao y hace como aproximadamente hora y media comenzaron a sentirse aviones volando y explosiones. Y varias explosiones, por lo menos como unas 8 o 10. Y bueno, y salí ahora a dar una vuelta. Aquí lo que podemos conseguir.
You gotta remember, this shit is the politics and then it's the people. Just think, I'ma compare this to a chessboard. Each country is like its own chessboard. Now, a chessboard got many pieces. We got rooks, horses, castles, but we mainly got a king and a queen. The king would be the president. No matter what word we choose to pick for it, it's a president is like being the king of the country. You know what I'm saying? So, in every chessboard, we got the king and we got the queen. But in front of the king and the queen, what do we got? Pawns. That's what citizens are in the country. Pawns. We're all just pawns. Really like the army. Really, that would be like the army, but we're like the pawns in the country. If somebody hit in your region, you gonna be one of the casualties with it. You feel me? That's why we can't have nobody shooting no missiles over here. That's why when people start to play with us, like Maduro, now Maduro tried to play. What he tried to do was start kidnapping Americans. He started kidnapping Americans so he can use them as leverage for the drug trade shit. You feel me? And we can't hide that. So we had to move fast. We had to move fast and swift, and that's what we did. We went over there, we captured his ass, and we got us a new goddamn country, some new goddamn oil, and some new goddamn money. Hell yeah. See that? Look at that. Plane after plane over that shit. Plane after plane. No innocent people hurt, nothing. No innocent people hurt, nothing. We went over there, we did what we had to do, and we got the fuck out. We'll be back. Don't think it's over. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? We'll be right back, because now we own that shit. That's our shit now. It ain't Maduro and the drug trade. Fuck that. But they was shooting at us when we left. So we got to get boots on the ground and really take over. Now, this was just the first installment. But it's going to be some more shit. Keep in mind, we were expecting to do 2 waves of attacks last night. But we only had to do 1 wave. Now, the second attack was even more deadly. Okay? Remember, we got the best military in the world now. The second attack was even more deadly. It would have been catastrophic. But we didn't have to use that. We didn't have to step all the way in our bag. We just, you feel me? We got a little bit in our bag and we was able to handle what we needed to handle. Let's get it. Ayatollah Putin, Y'all better sit back and take notes. This could be y'all next. Y'all keep playing games. We gonna be taking y'all in a minute.
De la más criminal agresión militar por parte del gobierno de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica. Desplegaremos todas nuestras capacidades para la defensa integral de la nación.
Don't come over here talking that China military. Don't come over here talking that China military shit. Nah, we got the best military in the world. China want to be like us. We the big dogs, not China. The hell? We the big dogs, not China. China, they some little dogs. They kind of getting big. They want to be big like us, but they can't do the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? They can't do the things that we do here in America. They couldn't have did that to Venezuela. They couldn't do it. Nobody can. But who can do it? We can do it. Because why? We got the best military in the world.
Y la paz. La victoria es nuestra porque la razón y la dignidad nos acompañan. Nosotros venceremos. ¡Que viva la patria!
Look, they over there turned up. They over there turned up.
Estamos, el pueblo en la calle. El pueblo en la calle indignado, molesto. Aquí estamos. No nos vamos a retirar de la calle hasta que sepamos de nuestro presidente Nicolás Maduro Moro. Nuestra vicepresidenta pidió una fe de vida. Nosotros estamos en la calle pidiendo la fe de vida, que nos devuelvan a nuestro presidente que lo han secuestrado.
Nah, okay, they ain't happy. I thought they was happy. Shit, the way Trump made it seem, shit, I thought they was happy. But as you can see here, not so much. Not so much.
I went online. I was like looking at all the news, and I was just like with like feeling of I want to cry, but also I'm happy. I'm hoping for peace, hope for.
Okay, so we got mixed signs. You know what I'm saying? Some people happy, some people not happy. If you just now tuning in, man, we got 700 motherfucking people in the chat right now. 56 likes. Get them likes up for me, y'all. Come on now. We got the best military in the world. And y'all can't hit the like button? God damn it.
Being able to celebrate with my family and reunite with my family there, still have family there, and to see them again.
This is a message for my American friends watching the news today in English. There is a serious inaccuracy in the coverage. Venezuela is not undergoing a regime change. Venezuela already has a democratically elected president, Edmundo González. He is the president. Nicolás Maduro is not the president. He never was. He stole the last election and led a criminal organization linked to terrorism and drug trafficking, El Cartel de los Soles. And today, thanks to the vision and courage of the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, the decisive leadership of the President Donald Trump, and the actions of Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, the United States has finally recognized a fundamental truth. Protecting our hemisphere from terrorism, drug cartels, and authoritarian ideologies is a matter of national security for the United States. This is a message.
Oh, Y'all hear that? We learning some things now.
After a sudden U.S. attack on Venezuela, President Nicolas Maduro has reportedly been captured, and the world is watching. Overnight, United States launched a major military operation deep inside Caracas. Residents reported multiple explosions, widespread power outages, and low-flying aircraft over the capital. According to statements shared by Donald Trump, U.S. Special Forces carried out a high-risk raid, and Nicolas Maduro was taken into custody and flown out of the country. The operation, reportedly called Operation Southern Spear, targeted key military locations, including Pt.1, Venezuela's main military headquarters. U.S. officials claim Maduro now faces indictments in New York linked to narco-terrorism and large-scale drug trafficking. Inside Venezuela, chaos is unfolding. The government has declared a national emergency, calling the action a foreign military aggression. Even more alarming, Venezuela's vice president says they have no confirmation Maduro is alive and is demanding proof of life from Washington. No images, no location, and no clarity on who is running the country right now. As U.S. forces tighten their...
Bro, we just told y'all who running the goddamn country. We running it. The hell? They talking about they want to see if he alive. We just told y'all he alive. He alive and well. He in a steel cage with metal doors on it. And he gonna stay in there till we figure this shit out. Because we don't got time to keep playing. He started kidnapping Americans. We can't have these other countries thinking they can just start kidnapping Americans for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that went missing this month over there in Venezuela. We need to be comfortable in Venezuela. And we can't have this. We run the goddamn country. Stop acting like y'all don't know what the hell going on. We went over there, we took their goddamn president, and we took him, you know where we took him? New York. He ain't never been there before. Now he had, this is his first day there. Fuck that. We took his ass to New York, and he gonna stay over there. He locked up. We gonna be back to Venezuela to handle our business. In the meantime, in between time, y'all sit the fuck tight. Okay? The hell? They act like they don't know what the hell to do. Is he alive? We told y'all.
Grip
we
and global powers remain silent. The world holds its breath. Is this the collapse of Venezuela's government, or the first move toward a far bigger war? After a sudden U.S. attack on Venezuela, President Nicolas...
told y'all.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with
his first day in NYC. Man, this got to be a... This couldn't be his way he wanted to visit NYC. I know he wanted to visit since he's a kid, and now this is the way he got to come over there. War crimes.
We have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
Nah, facts though.
Then it has to be
facts though. Where we going? How the hell we about to run a whole nother country and we damn near can't even run our own damn country? That's why I said we need to focus on our goddamn self. And look what we doing. Look what the hell we doing. This ain't gonna keep flying. Next year, really this year, we starting off the year with a whole nother country's responsibilities. God damn. That's some bullshit.
Because that's what we're all about. Maduro and his wife will soon face the full might of American justice and stand trial on American soil. Right now, they're on a ship they'll be heading to, ultimately, New York. And then a decision will be made, I assume, between New York and Miami or Florida.
Did you notify any members of Congress in
They
advance?
gonna throw him in the gator. They gonna throw him in the gator.
We call members of Congress immediately after. This was not the kind of mission that you can do congressional notification on. It was a trigger-based mission in which conditions had to be met night after night. We watched.
Mark Rubio was behind this shit too. Mark Rubio pretty cutthroat. He right there with Trump. Like shit, fuck them niggas. Go over there, get their president, and we run this shit. And what we gonna do is we gonna take their motherfucking oil. And if another country try to come over there and play with our oil, what we gonna do? Take they goddamn, we taking presidents. We taking the head out. We going straight for the head. We ain't sending no chest shots, no leg shots. Hell no. We going straight for the head. Where the goddamn president at, nigga? Put him in a bag. Fuck that. Put his ass in a bag. Let's get the fuck on.
That for a number of days. So it's just simply not the kind of mission you can call people and say, hey, we may do this at some point in the next 15 days. But it's largely a law enforcement function. Remember, at the end of the day, at its core, this was an arrest of 2 indicted fugitives of American justice, and the Department of War supported the Department of Justice in that job. Now, there are broader policy implications here, but it's just not the kind of mission that you can pre-notify because it endangers the mission.
Endangers the mission. We gotta keep a level of mystique about us. We can't just let everybody know this stuff. Everybody ain't supposed to be knowing this stuff. That's why y'all getting exclusive information, because I'm tapped in there. You feel me?
See, to leak. This would not be good. If they leaked, General, I think it would have been maybe a very different result. But I have to say, they knew we were coming at some point, you know. We had a lot of ships out there. They sort of knew we were coming. But Congress will leak, and we don't want leakers.
We don't want leakers. Hell no.
After the Venezuelan president and his wife got captured, this is what's going on in the streets of Venezuela. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. One person puts out the call. Boom. Here we go. People are now going to be at peace, we hope. And this right here shows you that the crowd is enormous.
Yeah, see?
It is beautiful to see.
See?
One guy, the military, the CIA, ops, everybody. Excellent job, people. We like to see this. Yes, people are saying, oh, Trump's going over there for the oil, blah, 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 blah. Listen, he is fixing the situation all over the world. He is taking care of NATO. He is taking care of the United States. He is taking care of things that no other president is allowed to do. Well, actually, they're allowed to do it, but those are Democrats, and they don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
They want corruption and destruction. They don't give a rat's ass about nobody except their pocketbook, the bank,
and you're damn
and
right.
Money. That's it. If you guys love this news, please feel free.
And you're
smash
damn
the heart,
right.
leave a comment, drop.
Earlier this afternoon, I spoke to Feature Story news reporter Mary Trini Mina in Venezuela's capital, Caracas. Thank you so much for joining us. We are speaking a few hours before our show airs. It's been an extraordinary day in Venezuela today. What has it been like on the ground?
Well, Venezuelans woke up hearing loud sounds rumbling across the city. It was complex situations from early hours. It began at 1:50 local time. It lasted for about 45 minutes. I personally heard planes, airplanes, and these detonations that kept happening for about 45 minutes. It was a difficult situation, very complex, with a low of information, a lack of information coming from the government of Nicolás Maduro. Later on, they released a statement saying that this was an aggression perpetrated by the U.S. And according
it's too much love in the chat for the hate to take over. It's too much love in the chat. Y'all can hate all y'all want to. Y'all can say it's propaganda. Y'all can say it's this, it's that, it's illegal, whatever the hell. But it's too much love in the chat. I can't even see the negativity. Why? Because Venezuela is our shit. And guess what? The oil is ours too. You feel me? We took that shit. We had to. They made us do it. They started playing with Americans. They started kidnapping Americans for no reason, trying to use them as leverage for drug cartels and all this bullshit. Hell no. I want to be able to step foot in Venezuela and be able to visit comfortably. And now that I know it's U.S. territory, that I'll be even more comfortable. How about that?
Venezuelan government, the sole purpose of this kinetic strike was to gain control of Venezuelan oil resources. This ended up with the extraction of...
You need 100 likes. 100 goddamn likes. We need 100 goddamn likes.
The leader of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, and also his wife, Cilia Flores. Here in Caracas, there's been
God
moments
bless
of
America, the best goddamn military in the world. God bless America.
quiet. Most people have decided to remain at home, considering today's events, and also some people have decided to go to the streets. Mostly the supporters of Nicolás Maduro. We need to remember that
we need 100 likes. We need 100 likes, y'all. Let's get it.
Are you saying that Secretary Hegseth and Rubio are going to be running Venezuela, and will you be sending in U.S. military troops to provide?
Team that's working with the people of Venezuela to make sure that we have Venezuela right. Because for us to just leave, who's going to take over?
Exactly.
I mean, there is nobody to take over.
Exactly.
You have a vice president who's been appointed by Maduro.
Yep, that vice president, fuck that. If you think you about to take over, that's why that lady, she over there requesting, like, is he okay? Nah, hell nah. You ain't the vice president no more, cuz. And if you think you is, we gonna go back over there, and guess what? You gonna be coming to New York too, buddy. We can't.
And right now she's the vice president.
We bringing all criminals to New York. Fuck that.
Then she's, I guess, the president. She was sworn in as president just a little while ago. She had a long conversation with Marco, and she said, we'll do whatever you need.
All criminals coming to New York. Fuck that.
She really doesn't have a choice. We're going to have this done right. We're not going to just do this with Maduro, then leave like everybody else leave and say, let it go to hell.
That's right. That's right, Trump. You see that? We did this stuff. When we did this stuff, we ain't planning on just leaving. Fuck that. We coming back. We just got to handle some business real quick. We need to bring him over here. We gonna drop him off in New York, and we gonna be right back. Y'all hold y'all goddamn horses, okay? Damn. Who's gonna run the country? We run that shit. What's gonna happen to the oil? That's our shit now. What the hell y'all mean? What's gonna happen to it?
If we just left, it has zero chance of ever coming back. We'll run it properly. We'll run it professionally. We'll have the greatest oil companies in the world go in and invest billions and billions of dollars and take out money, use that money in Venezuela. And the biggest beneficiary are going to be the people of Venezuela.
Are you saying that Secretary Hegseth and Rubio are going to be running Venezuela?
And Rubio
will you be sending in U.S. military troops to provide?
We are coming on the air right now with breaking news out of Venezuela, where several explosions have rocked the capital city there of Caracas. That is according to multiple eyewitnesses that NBC News has spoken to over the last several hours. Those eyewitnesses sharing firsthand accounts of those explosions. The Venezuelan government, for its part, has accused the United States in a new statement from overnight of carrying out the military attacks, condemning the strikes as what it calls extremely serious military aggression. Neither the White House nor the Pentagon has issued any comment. We are out to both the White House and the Pentagon, as well as the State Department.
Bro, we didn't come to play. Look at him. He was turned up. He was turned up, thinking that shit was a game. He was turned up. So we had to turn up on his ass.
Major breaking news out of Venezuela. The White House has confirmed that President Trump ordered strikes on the country, which included military facilities. In a Truth Social post at 4:21 a.m., the president announced...
That's why I said it's wartime. When it's wartime, we don't sleep. Hell nah, we putting belt the ass. We put belt the Venezuela's ass. We put belt the Venezuela's ass last night, y'all. And we ain't come to play.
El venezolano ha sido objeto de la más criminal agresión militar por parte del gobierno.
An extraordinary position, Lara, because essentially America's commander-in-chief has said it is running a sovereign country until a transition can be done. Not only is Donald Trump saying America is in control, but that U.S. oil companies are going to go in to sell the oil reserve. He also said that Venezuela's vice president...
If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. You are now tuned into Surviving Filmo Africa. Check out all my content. I got a lot of uploads. I got shorts. I got regular videos. I got live streams. Check me out, not just the live streams. You did?
Rodriguez had been sworn in as the country's president and was in charge but on board with supporting America. Now, a short time ago, she seemed to firmly dispute that, calling for Nicolas Maduro to be released, holding a meeting with her defense counsel to talk about what next.
I'm also looking for more moderators, y'all. As you can see, I need more moderators. More moderators.
What is being done to Venezuela is barbarity. Now, I want to bring in some pictures that we have just into the newsroom. These have been verified of one of the strike areas that America
they don't like
targeted.
when I do this
This
stuff.
is Fuente Tiono. It is.
They don't like when I be doing this stuff, y'all. If you would like to be a moderator of this channel, go to my last uploaded video in the video section and put it in the comment section. I want to be a moderator. That's how you fill out the application. Anybody that's inquiring to be a moderator, head over to the video section and just put under there, I want to be a moderator. I'm going to put you on ASAP, and then I'll see you in the next live stream where we'll have a meeting and, we'll take over. Just like Trump did. We'll take over.
This is epic. Watch Delta Force fast rope onto Maduro.
I do think what we're seeing right now is President Maduro. I saw a hand on a head as they were coming out of the plane, which suggests that maybe somebody's in handcuffs. So if we're and there's video being taken of this person coming down the stairs. So I'm going to guess that is a social media person that's going to post.
We holding his head while we taking his ass off the plane.
El pueblo llora por su libertad. Gracias a los Estados Unidos por liberarnos. Y viva la libertad.
Let's go.
Right now, people are on the streets in Venezuela cheering and celebrating that evil dictator Nicolas Maduro was captured. The same way that 80% of America and the entire world will be out in the streets celebrating if the president of the United States was captured. But three things. America is justifying Donald Trump breaking the law by saying,
Yeah, the Venezuelan vice.
We're going to be in charge of their country now. We're in charge of Venezuela now.
Hell yeah, Grandma.
Yeah, until he finds somebody.
Hell yeah, Grandma.
To be in charge of it.
Hell yeah, Grandma. We in charge of this shit. Hey, Poetic King, you want to spam shit? Guess what? We don't need you, buddy. You in time fucking out. You time the fuck out, cuz. We moving on.
I'm shitting. He said it. He just said it. Just like that. They invaded a sovereign nation and took their president and the president's wife. I don't know if they call her first lady or not. Because we can only do shit like this so often until it circles back around and bites us on the ass. And we are making a lot of enemies.
Come on, Grandma. You got to know we got the best military in the world. They want to do something to us. And if they try it, guess what we going to do, Grandma? We going to take their goddamn president and we going to bring him to New York.
Breaking news.
What happens when a declining superpower launches military strikes against a sovereign nation to secure resources it can no longer obtain through diplomatic means? The overnight airstrikes on Caracas represent far more than regime change operations. They signal America's desperate attempt to control Venezuelan oil reserves that have become critical for maintaining global energy dominance against Chinese expansion. This isn't about democracy, promotion, or humanitarian intervention. This is resource warfare disguised as liberation, triggered by America's recognition that losing Venezuelan oil to Chinese control would accelerate American decline beyond recovery. I've spent decades analyzing how great powers use military force to secure strategic resources, how energy security drives...
This is our first installment, The New Venezuela Part 1. This will be a series. This is my first series of the year. If you're new to the channel, check out the past series. We've did a couple of series. On the last series, we was talking about Maduro. We was letting them know, Maduro, count your fucking blessings, bro, because we're coming to fucking get you. I already knew we was coming. I was telling y'all this weeks ago. If you go check out the videos, you'll know. We stay ahead of our time, okay? This is only the first installment. Each installment, we get deeper and deeper and deeper, all right?
Nations toward warfare when diplomatic alternatives fail, and how resource competition between superpowers historically...
What should we name our new country, y'all? If y'all don't like Venezuela, what should we could call it something else now. Shit, that's our next thing. We need to put in a petition to change the name. Fuck that. We gonna call it Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Scottish sweary news. So Donald Trump has bombed Venezuela and captured its leader, Nicolas Maduro. We have to say that captured, it's a funny way to spell kidnapped. Why has he done this? Well, it's important to say that
fuck that. It ain't even Venezuela no more. We calling it Mar-a-Lago. This the new country. Fuck that.
America doesn't invade other countries. They just like to liberate their oil from the stress of being underground. Of course, it's not about oil. Trump says this is about freedom. It's funny that freedom often smells a lot like petrol.
Project Esther is unfolding across the United States, and most people have no idea what it is, so let's talk about it. Project Esther is a 19-step blueprint for how to silence and dismantle the left, written by the same authors as Project 2025. These steps include things like purging so-called left-wing propaganda from schools, cutting off social media communication, and denying access to protests or demonstrations.
This shit is really all about the oil, y'all. So let's not get it twisted. We know what this is really about. We came for the oil. If they didn't have that oil over there, we would not waste our resources on them. You know what I'm saying? We would not be wasting our aircraft on no goddamn Venezuela if they ain't had no goddamn resources. So we coming over there for the prize. Our eyes was on the prize.
Part of this is the 28 necessary conditions of Project Esther. Like number 12.
We need 200 likes. What the hell are we doing? We got the best military in a goddamn country, and you telling me y'all can only produce 116 goddamn likes? Get the likes up. We got the best military in a goddamn country.
As not eligible for public funds, number 16 that says not permitted to make money, and number 23 focused on breaking the trust down within activist groups. The intent section says we will organize rapidly, take immediate action to stop the bleeding, and achieve all objectives within 2 years from when a willing
The crowds have quickly gathered here in Federal Plaza rather quickly, as many of them are just frustrated that this is another act of war that they are calling from the President Trump administration. Now, they say that they understand that President Maduro is not exactly a great guy and there was a lot going on there, but they say that this is not in the best interest of the American people, and that is why they have come out here today. A number of organizations, Latin American organizations, as well as anti-war organizations.
We are currently bombing Venezuela, and I'm going to show you a video that seems mundane. It's just some helicopters flying by. But this video is going to give us a lot of information about what is happening. So as you can see in this video, these are helicopters, but not just any helicopters. These are troop-carrying helicopters. You'll see the Chinooks in the front, and then they're going to be trailed by what I believe are Blackhawks. It's really hard to tell in this video. But this tells us that we do have boots on the ground in Venezuela.
Good.
Most likely, these are from the Special Operations community, and they're probably going to either go get Maduro or they're going to secure viable infrastructure. This is pretty close to home.
Yeah, we need infrastructure. That's what we secured. Also, we need the infrastructures. That's why I said we need to go over there. We need to start. Now we need to set up shop in Venezuela. This is our shit now. We need to make it look like home.
Daniel
Fuck
DiMartino is a
Fuck that. I need to see the American flag. I need to see the American flag held high in Venezuela. Fuck that.
We really are living in a clown world. Like, America just toppled the Maduro regime in less than 3 hours, got rid of a brutal dictator, and finally freed the people of Venezuela. And yet we have people out here trying to
see
make
that? We going down in history, y'all. Clap it up. We going down in history. Clap it up, y'all. We going down in history.
Nicolas Maduro has ruled Venezuela since the death of
What a time to be alive. Look at Maduro. He thought shit was sweet, y'all. Look at him.
In 2013.
Look at him.
Economic collapse and
that boy thought he was doing his thing, didn't he? Look at him.
widespread shortages under his presidency have led millions to flee the country, many to other nations in Latin America or to the United States. He has become increasingly authoritarian in recent years, tightening his control on institutions like the judiciary, the electoral system, the military, but also cracking down on dissent. The last elections in 2024 were widely dismissed as neither free nor fair.
We can't have this stuff. We don't need this stuff in our country. Fentanyl coming in our country. If you support that, then I understand why you ain't hit the like button. You might be doing fent. If you ain't hit that like button and you watching my stream, you might be doing that shit. I believe you might be doing that shit. Because the thing is, they was sending that fentanyl over here in large amounts. So I believe that you're mad because you can't get your fentanyl mode. And now you mad at me. So you want to take your anger out on my stream. And I'm not going to have it. Because guess what? I got new moderators coming. And they already lined up over there. Yup.
By international independent election observers. The U.S. has not recognized Nicolas Maduro as the legitimate president of Venezuela since then. Nicolas Maduro, for his part, has always blamed the U.S.'s sanctions on Venezuela, in part for the economic collapse of the country. He also accuses the U.S. of wanting to steal Venezuela's oil and its other vast natural resources.
Yep.
The U.S. says,
he right. That's what we want, too. We want that oil and whatever else y'all got. And we taking you to New York. We taking your wife to New York. If anybody else want to play, we gonna look around. We gonna look at China. We gonna look at Russia. Putin, you better stay your ass in Russia, because if you come back over here and you got some play in you, you might be going to New York too, buddy. I hate to inform you, but if you keep playing games and not you keep playing with Ukraine, you might be going to New York too. All criminals are going to New York. Fuck that. All criminals getting shipped to New York. Fuck
that. It has
that.
taken President Nicolas Maduro to the U.S. to face charges of terrorism and drug trafficking, among other things, in the U.S. legal system, leaving no one ultimately in charge of the country right now. Nicolas Maduro has ruled Venezuela.
Why is she acting like she don't know who is in charge of the country? That's what look at that shit. Pouring into the streets to celebrate. It's a celebration, y'all. It's a celebration, y'all. Hell yeah. We done freed the people. We done freed them people. Hell yeah. See, that was
President of the United States has now released.
Was invaded Venezuela and kidnapped their president this morning. Right, Maduro, the president of Venezuela, is being transported back to the United States to face charges. Delta Force reportedly captured him without
He's going to New York, to be exact, buddy. He going to New York, not just the
American
United
casualties,
States.
but there are reports of Venezuelan casualties. The U.S. also appears to have conducted several airstrikes across the nation, reportedly including blowing up Hugo Chavez's tomb. All while Trump didn't seek congressional.
Damn, now I ain't know that. We gotta go check that out. We done blew up Hugo Chavez's tomb. We blowing up niggas' grave sites. Nigga die again. Damn, kill a nigga
the invasion
twice.
of Venezuela, which makes this an illegal war. Nor did
America the first country to kill a nigga twice, not once but twice. Nigga, you gonna die twice in it.
tell the American public why we need to wage this war, which makes this an illegitimate war. Currently, Venezuela's vice president is in charge of the nation, but the opposition says that they're ready to take control, which has led the country down a dangerous.
He said we done blew up Hugo Chavez's tombstone, nigga. We don't even want to see you we don't want to see your goddamn memory on this earth, nigga. Damn. America, see, that's why I said, y'all, it's cutthroat out here. Y'all better not be out there being nice and all this other. Y'all think it's good in your heart and all this other. Hell nah. It's cutthroat. Y'all see all the crime going on? Even in our country, it's hella crime going on. You know what I'm saying? Stay on y'all P's and Q's. Stay vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Stay on offense. Fuck that. When you on defense, that means you worried about some shit. We ain't worried about nothing because we staying on go. We staying ready. We staying vigilant. We soldiers. You feel me? Hell yeah.
Path that could result in civil war. And the world's reaction, it's been all over the place. Brazil and Colombia, they oppose it, but Ukraine appears to support it. Russia called the invasion an act of armed aggression. The EU said they stand with the Venezuelan people and called for a solution to respect the international law and the UN Charter. Right in the through line here, it's not hard to see. American opposition to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the expected Chinese invasion of Taiwan, it's based on the rules-based international order. An order that says invading another country to take their resources and or dispose of their government is illegal. And so your people asking, how can the U.S.
All right, you annoying, bro.
China has strongly condemned the United States for using force against Venezuela.
China, you talking bullshit, bro? Come on, bro. Meet us outside. We ain't got time to keep playing with y'all, bro. Y'all think China, because I keep hearing niggas talking like, oh, China this, China that. China, we might not be able to beat China, man. I'm tired of hearing it. We might just have to go at China neck, bro. Why is China even speaking on shit? You got beef for something, China? Let it be known. Fuck that. China, if you want war with us, let it be known. Don't try to beat around the bush. Cause we on go right now. We taking anything off the map, nigga. We killing shit twice, nigga. 3 times if needed, nigga. You feel me?
Calling the action a clear violation of international law and Venezuela's national sovereignty. In a statement released by China.
You said time for Maduro to go.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear the statement.
China, are you talking about troops on the ground?
China, they better quit playing with us.
I'll let the president speak to that. I'm talking about.
Nah, fuck that. Actually, Trump, fuck that. Take some of them ships. We need boots on the ground in China because I don't like how they talking to us. Hell nah. Fuck that. Hey, Trump. Put an eye on China. Fuck that. We ain't got time to talk. Even we don't want to hear a breath. They breathing wrong over there. I don't like how it sound. Get some boots on the ground over there. Fuck that. Shut it down. Turn off the electric.
Fuck that. Would expand military operations potentially from the sea.
Hey, Trump. I heard China was talking slick, bro. It's time to fuck that. We need boots on the ground in China, nigga.
To the land. It is time for Maduro to go. Nah. It's time for Ortega to go. The Monroe Doctrine has been robustly applied by President Trump. So these military assets are moving forward to deal with a country that's got blood on its hands when it comes to Americans by this shit flooding our country with drugs from Venezuela.
I got a bad feeling about China.
Now we're going into countries and kidnapping presidents and their wives. Oh, this is not about the drugs. This is about the oil.
You damn right. You damn Skippy. The hell?
Trump wants the oil.
Hell yeah, we do.
The Venezuelans are cheering in the street now. You watch.
We got a history of taking shit, buddy. And unless I don't know if you know your history or not, but that's what we do. We take shit. It's a cutthroat world. If we don't take the shit, another country gonna take it. China gonna wiggle their Chinese ass over there and try to take it. Hell no, we ain't playing this bullshit.
You don't know what type of war Trump just caused.
It's only January 3rd.
It is.
And Trump is already.
It is only January 3rd. How the hell we taking countries at the top of the year? Damn, we coming in strong, y'all. We coming in strong. We making a goddamn statement worldwide at the top of the year.
He started a war. Okay, now that we kidnapped the sitting president, what's next? What is Trump going to do next?
I'll tell you what we do next. We take the goddamn oil. Right now, Maduro, we getting him settled at his new home in New York. Once we get him settled, and we'll be right back. Just hold your goddamn horses. Hold your
Breaking
goddamn
tonight,
horses.
chaos
We'll be right
in Caracas,
back.
Venezuela. The political turmoil unleashed after Nicolas Maduro claimed victory in the South American country's presidential election. There are widespread accusations of fraud, with the U.S. and other countries casting doubt on the results. CBS's Lilia Luciano is the only U.S. network correspondent inside Venezuela.
Thousands of demonstrators are taking to the streets across Venezuela tonight to protest what they say is an attempt by Nicolás Maduro to steal the country's election.
There's a lot of tear gas that's been
This is what he been doing.
We're seeing
He stole the election. You see that? He stole the election to further his drug cartels and all this bullshit, causing harm to the people at the expense of the citizens, which is not right. And guess who they were selling the drugs to? You guys, your family members. I know y'all know some people that's on drugs, on fucking fentanyl, on them damn fake ass pills and shit. When you hear about somebody overdosing and shit on some fentanyl, this is where it's coming from. Fucking Venezuela. Okay? So we can't have this stuff in the country. We don't need it. Millions of people are dying each year from these drugs. We don't need casualties from drugs. Shipping drugs to another country to kill off their people is a war crime. And that is what we came to stop. Also, we want their oil, all right?
political protesters.
Also, we want
figure out how many, but there's perhaps a few hundred there, a few dozen. The line is back there. There's a few of them that are behind the police. There's some of them throwing back the canisters.
Well, I woke up to the news that we've been bombing Venezuela, and apparently...
Here is the last 24 hours.
Nah, they don't look sad at all. They partying. They turned up. They turned up, y'all. We did a great thing. America, we did it again, y'all. We did it again. We couldn't have did it without Trump. Unfortunately, if you hate him or love him, we couldn't have did it without him, you know? Sleepy Joe Biden could never. Sleepy Joe could never. You feel me? We had to have Trump to be able to do this type of stuff, to retain power in America. We was getting soft. America was getting soft, y'all. We was looking like a dinner plate to the other countries when motherfucking Obama, even when Obama was in office, we was looking like a dinner plate. Hell no, we've been looking like a motherfucking dinner plate for too long. It's time for us to eat. We need to start showing our power, and this is the first step. Taking Venezuela, taking Maduro, and sending his ass to New York. And guess what? We running the goddamn country, and the oil is ours. And that is that. End the story. I'll holler at you guys tomorrow. Make sure you remember to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss a goddamn episode. This is the first installment, the new Venezuela. Let's get